Okay, I'm ready for game number 2. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
We can start. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go. As our second map will be played on Habitation Station. We've seen a couple of really epic TVZs on this map already. In general, it provides good games. What are your thoughts on this new map, Johan? Not just from a Protoss point of view, but from an observer point of view.
As a Protoss player, it can be pretty tough, I feel, to deal with the goal base. Like, we're definitely the race that a lot of the time get the worst end of it. As an observer point of view, I like that it's small, there can be a lot of action. But it's still very new, you know? So I feel like as an observer, as much as a Protoss, it's still very unexplored. This is a map that you will play very differently than you would other maps. Because it feels a little bit similar to Newkirk, but much closer and with much more action between bases. Just because of the way it's close by air, kind of, you know?
Last but not least, before we start focusing on this TVC, have you played against Mech as a Protoss on this map?
No.
No?
I played against Swarmhost, which is similar, just 10 times worse.
Okay. I must say, I think this is a really tough map to deal with a meching Terran, but that might just be me.
Unless you do the Maximus build.
Yes, you just never let them get there. That's the right way to go. Either way, Liquid TLO is going to be our German Zerg spawning on the left top side of Habitation Station, as he will go up against Millennium's ForGG, who's our red Terran spawning in the right top side. TLO tried to get a little funky in game 1 with a pull and quick speed before hatch. However, in game number 2, we can see that everything is back to normal with a hatch first opening.
And ForGG going for the 3 command center in the previous game, you have to wonder the way he handled that and the production that he had. Imagine if he does the same on this map and he takes the gold. I would be worried if I was TLO. Like 15 barracks, producing 30 Marines at the time.
It would be. It would get quite ugly. Well, it's something that I think we're going to see quite often in the future. No extractor yet for TLO. Maybe he's gonna try to open gasless for a bit and just rely on a few quicks. It's not a style that I see TLO pull off very often, but then again, I don't cast TLO that much anymore either. And since WCS hasn't been going on for a while, it's been a while in general since I saw TLO play some very competitive matches that matter a lot. Every now and then he makes an appearance in the AC Team Story Cups and whatnot.
Okay, first gas is going down now, actually.
Yeah.
So not going to be some kind of 4 queens, some late gases.
So you can see ForGG raising his walls, just in case, as he realized that TLO got a little crazy in the previous map. No matter how quick your speed is, it's not going to be ready at the 3 minutes and 50-second mark. A few links could already be annoying. However, the Reaper is making his way across the map, and we'll get the confirmation that this time everything is kind of normal. TLO going for that hatch first, and ForGG is also able to run into the main base, check out that extract. This could be annoying for TLO. He might end up losing a drone, but no. Links are here in time to save the day.
How do you follow units as observer with this UI?
Control F.
Oh, okay, thank you. And yeah, the Reaper doing some damage. Now he's kept the second one back at home, which I really like this move. Always the Terrans, when they want to play it safe, they do that. In case some Zerglings try and come and get a cancel on their natural. Speed's gonna start. And ForGG, he's played it very standard so far. Do you think, yeah, definitely a third command center with the money he has now?
Yes. I mean, this is almost like a default build for Terrans these days. It's just so safe against pretty much everything, and it just allows you to get a ridiculous economy, especially on a map like this, if he is indeed able to secure that third base. And I really wonder if TLO has some sort of crazy timing in mind that's going to try to deny the Terran from taking it.
Do you think double engineering bay before or after additional barracks for ForGG?
If he wants to play very greedy, he gets double eBay before any additional Rexes. Flash used to do this quite a bit, but I don't think
then
he's
he got
still
busted
doing that.
1 or 2 times.
Yes. Innovation did it as well during his sick TVZ period pretty often. Either way, the first Hellions are on the production tab, so most likely ForGG will just take some map patrol with 4, maybe 6 Hellions, at least Reapers. Gonna kind of make it annoying for TLO to try to go up to 3 bases. Once more, this is 6-minute mark, no hatchery yet. In the old days, we would be like, oh man, Zerg really needs an additional hatch. These days, we kind of got to, we kind of got used to this, that it's a little harder, and Zerg doesn't necessarily need that third base that quick. But 6 minutes, 35 seconds, and still no signs of a drone heading out whatsoever. Ooh, TLO gonna try to get it surrounded. He will get at least one Hellion. There's quite a few
Oh, he was
split
targeting
links.
the Hellion with the Queen. I like this move. He's gonna be
Oh
chasing
my
down
God,
now with the
4GG
Zerglings, but
keeps-
4 Hellions?
Yeah, ForGG keeps everything alive. Ridiculous over here. One of the Reaper survives with very little HP as well. TLO losing quite a few Zerglings. One Hellion does fall against the Scream, but at the same time, a Queen is going to fall, and maybe even a second Queen, even though Zerglings are here to the rescue. 20 more links on the production tab right now.
And
think
4GG
overall
has
that went-
prevented the creep threat quite well too. There is
Yep.
only one tumor down the ramp so far. But lots of
TLO
Zerglings for maids. TLO's going for a run by in the natural.
And actually, it's open, and all the Marines are in the main as well as the Overlord distracted some of these Marines. At the same time, 5 Hellions are knocking on the front door of TLO. TLO will be able to do damage here, but how much damage is he going to take on the other side of the map? Seems like he had enough links for now. ForGG did raise
Oh,
the
he could
ball
have
to his
moved up the ramp. TLO, he wasted time on the Marine here. So he's gonna have to come back now. Those SCVs are being targeted down. TLO, he's already killed 2 of those SCVs. Gonna be a 3rd one. That's it, just 3 actually.
Yeah, very well done by ForGG in the grand scheme of things. TLO droning up behind this as he's currently only at 40 drones, soon will be at 49. And that's about the time that this 3rd hatch is going to finish up as well. 1-1 upgrades are a lot quicker this game though. He's also taking the gold already, so despite that 3rd being a little late, that 4th is pretty damn early. And now layer attack is going down and a Bailey nest.
Oh, what are you thinking?
I really wonder if he's going to try to go for some sort of crazy, maybe a big Bailing boss with like 1-1 upgrades, something that Team Maga used to do often back in the days, or sometimes even with 2-2, where he makes a few middleists but doesn't really commit to it, and then just makes a ridiculous amount
What do you make of
circles
taking
and
the gold base here?
I think that he's going to try to produce a crazy amount of units and go for some sort of a bust. But I could be completely wrong. Double E base going up, but it wasn't that greedy for GG as he dropped additional Rexes at first, so his upgrades are quite a bit later than the upgrades of TLO.
I'm surprised TLO gets pneumatized carapace so early on every single time, by the way. Like in the previous game, I guess he didn't do it because he had to get the mutas and he was on very low economy, but I've seen him do that very often against many different races. And oh, he's gonna try to block the turn base.
Well done, well done. Those kind of things are really annoying for a Terran player or a Protoss player. So good job there by TLO. It's gonna at least prevent this base from mining for 20-30 seconds, and taking into consideration that it's a gold base, you can be very pleased with that. 65 drones right now. I'm keeping a close eye on the production tab. 2-2 is really quick, I think, for TLO. So maybe he's indeed going for some big 2-2 Bailing boss with only a few middleists in the mix to throw ForGG off a little bit. I think ForGG is completely unaware of this.
Yeah, those links are not being traded very well here, I think.
No, but he's going to have so many links soon to spend, especially because he has the gold base as well, that it might not be the end of the world. A few Bailings as well.
The Queen was made quite late at the gold base by TLO, and since he has no macro hatch, since he went for the force base, he's definitely going to have a lot of money, I feel, soon that he cannot spend for some time. So going to have to be careful with that. And TLO looks like he wants to go for some drops here, which... Oh, TLO is going to be able to spot it.
Alright, ForGG is going to try to drop this gold base, but TLO is all over it, sending enough links to take care of this little Marine hit spot, even though there's a lot of damage in these Marines. Oh, sick focus fire on those Bailings as well. Eventually, TLO
oh my
should
god,
be
that micro.
up. Yeah, that's really sick of ForGG. He's been playing this this map a lot, you know, this like training map, where you can focus all the Bailings.
Yeah.
That was hard, man. I struggled with that.
Yeah, you're Protoss, man. We only need one and A.
That's right. Only 6 middleists so far, Johan, but he did make a couple of sport crawls, which makes me think that in the long run, TLO just wants to play a long-ass macro game, and he's not relying on a boss. Whoa, Widow Mines! What did they shoot at?
One link. Oh, nicely done by TLO. Baited this. And as much as this gold is going to be good for the economy of TLO, this is going to be under siege here, because this is very close to 4GG's base. He's going to have the watchtower very continuously, basically all the time, and that's going to allow him to try and take a fight as good as possible. And he's
trying to go for some sort of a sandwich, rolls in with a few Bailings, but again, sick micro by 4GG, man. 4GG playing like a man on fire so far. Not a single Bailing has been getting the detonation I was looking for. Look at the units lost resource tab as well. TLO has lost 1400 more than his opponent. As one tank will siege up in line of this gold base. I like the addition of that tank, like you mentioned as well, Johan. It's just going to be on there. It's going to be shooting. TLO is going to try to bust this right now with a few banelings and a few more banelings as a follow-up. +2 attack is ready, +2 armor not ready yet. He does pick up the tank, so that is something. But supply is already heavily in favor of ForGG once more.
Yeah, TLO, his gold base here is being sieged continuously. He's gonna have to try and defend as well as possible. 26 Zerglings on the way behind his 4 more Mutas. As 2-2 starts very late for ForGG, by the way, in this game.
Overseer is out of position. Widowmine might get a really juicy shot. TLO wants to bait it. Widowmine gets a reasonable connection there with a bunch of banelings and a few Zerglings in the process as well. ForGG is playing excellent, Johan. I'm very, very impressed with how he's playing so far.
The gold is not even being mined from at this moment, and the Widow mines are in position. ForGG is ready to fight. He's gonna steam here. And TLO is losing so much. He's not trading cost effectively. He's not ahead on the economy because he's not even mining from the gold. Whereas ForGG is. He's been dropping mules on that gold. Look at the money of ForGG. He cannot even spend it anymore.
1700 minerals. Needs a few additional Rexes. TLO did clean up that army in the middle of the map, but at what cost? As he lost a lot of drones over here. He's not been mining up this base for a long time. And above all, ForGG can lose Marines all day, every day right now with that 1700 mineral bank that he has, producing 13 Marines at a time. TLO still has a small upgrade advantage, but he's down 50 supply. And whenever a Zerg is down 50 supply, you know the Terran is in pretty sick shape.
ForGG is steaming, getting in there. He doesn't even care about the banelings. He just stands there. He has the Widow Mines in support. He's happy with the situation. TLO falling very far behind on the supply count now. And he's still going for fights. ForGG feels like he's trading well enough, so he's going to fight for the moment, but he ends up picking up and pulling back just a little bit as those Widow Mines detonate once more. He's dropped in the gold base at the same time. I think that might just be too much. TLO has no supply left. Look at this.
Yeah, some reasonable bailing connections there, but as you said, only 73 supply. GG is called. ForGG will take the first series over here in our second group.